streaming. All right. Are we live? I have no idea. All right. Now we're live. All right. Now we're live. All right. Let's go. Let me get my drink. We'll allow people to come into the room, hang out for a little bit, and we'll go from there. Let me get my drink. Keep it. No eyes for this. All right. All right. Give it some time. Hey guys, Boomslang here. Welcome to the channel. Hopefully the audio is good. So, you know, I go through Facebook Marketplace and I look for deals and stuff. Number one, to fill out my collection, and then to throw whatever else are doubles into my store. But my collection comes first. First and foremost, I fill out what I need. Hey, Barry. Sounds good. All right. Thanks. That's good to hear. So, Facebook Marketplace, and I saw this guy was, advertising some cards, some older 60s and type stuff cards. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try to contact him and see what happens. And so we finally, after a couple of days, were able to, be able to do a meetup. And hey, Jay Pylon, how's it going? We were able to meet up and do the deal. So the deal is done. I did that an hour or so ago, but I had other things I had to do. Had to get out my mail for today. By the way, if you guys haven't never tuned into I do a weekly sales recap video on this channel for my eBay store. And the link is going to be in the description of all my videos to my eBay store. But basically, it's Boom's Card Warehouse. And so, getting back to today's sale, the guy advertised, and I figure it's around 270 cards. Turns out it's over 300. I forget what the exact number was. Over 300 cards, and I paid $200 for it. But the breakout is probably like 80 cents a card. So, when you're talking like 60s cards, and he said he was going to look around, see if he has any 50s, and he has other ones sitting around and stuff. He says he doesn't know if he have any manuals he wants to part with yet, because he did ask me who my guy was. I'm like, well, Mickey Mantle's my guy, my namesake, right? Who I'm named after. But anyway, this is what he had, and he said they were, so-so condition. I'm like, that's fine. Can't hurt. Now, I don't want crease cards in my collection. So getting a closer look up at these cards, I do see a crease. I see a crease. I see a crease. I see a crease. So he did tell me in advance that these cards, I see a crease across there. So, and I see a crease there. So he did say that the cards were in so-so condition, the 60s. Okay. The year's range on these cards here is from 68 to 82. There you go, Barry. You got your blue wrench now, by the way. I don't know how you don't have one yet, but you do now. Yeah, so the Santo, the Perry, the Hodges. I just sold this Gil Hodges today. I just sold this one today in my store. Better condition one than this one. That's creased, that's creased, that's creased, creased. So these are all creased. They won't go into my binder. But let's just see if I needed any of them anyway. The first one's 27. So I needed the 27. I needed the Gil Hodges, but I remember I sold one today that did not fit my criteria for being in my collection, and this one doesn't fit it either. No crease cards go into my collection. They can have soft corners, but no creases, no writing on or anything like that. So then number 85. 62, 68, 70, 79, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like I need 85 as well. 85 is Gaylord Perry, but it doesn't fit my criteria, so I got the hole here. I know you guys can't see my binder, but it is what it is. And so the hole is right here. There's no 85. Next, well, go back. They're not in numerical order. I'm just looking at these same as you guys right now. I do have a Billy Williams, so that's 37, which is there. 80 would be next. So 80 is Rod Carew, and this one's creased, so it doesn't. Even though I need it, it's not going into my collection. I don't. It can be off center, can have a little bit softly rounded corners, whatever. Cannot be creased, cannot be written on. Nope. Everyone has their criteria. Some people want them perfectly centered. My criteria is no creases and none of that. So nothing on this page, whether I need it or not, doesn't fit my criteria anyway. So I'm not even going to waste your time going through the rest of the binder. I already know that they're not going to go. So page number 2 looks like 69 and 70. So this is my 68 binder. So I didn't add any more to my 68 binder. I'm just going to set them over here for now. All right, so my 69. I don't have all my binders up here, but I pretty much of them. 69 binder is right here. Here's my 69. Don't worry, it's got a hockey on it. That's fine. When you get them for $2 a book, you buy them. I can cover that up with labels or whatnot. You know, put sticky label on the front, baseball, and we're good. So 69. We've got the Barry Bonds, and to be honest with you, that one looks pretty good. Pretty good. How's the back look? No, see, the back's got paper loss. So that's a no bueno for me. We got the Pirates, got some soft corners, got a little stain there. Some faded on the back, but I've seen that before on other cards from this era. So that is card number 82. The Bonds was a high number, 632. Wow, 630. I'm pretty sure I don't have that one there. That's his Gold Cup card, too. All-Star rookie card. But we're looking for 82 right now. 85, yeah. So, holes here. 78, 79, 80, 81, 82 would have been right smack here in the center, and there's a hole there. Louis Aparicio is 75, so we'll go back one page. I have a Louis Aparicio, so we're good there for that one. This one's got a big crease on it. Harmon Killebrew. Let's see what we got here. It's 300 numbers, so let's go 375 and 370. Nothing going on in the chat, okay. 375 and 370. Let's dig them out. Go through the binders. 375. I even got it marked right here. That's a key card in the set, so I marked it with this little paper saying, hey, 375 is here. Because sometimes when you put them together, if you miss one card, it's like I got to go pull 300 cards out to put in that one card that I missed. I skipped the number by accident. So 375, I do not have the Killebrew. It's got creases, though. So Killebrew's got creases. It's not going in my binder. And again, I was told ahead of time that these cards were going to be so-so, you know, not in the best of condition. He said more like fair condition. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. Got the Juan Marichal, but a lot of them are Hall of Famers, you know, or Hall of Very Gooders. So 370. I'm looking like 6-9. I got 370 marked with a piece of paper right there. It says Marichal. So I don't have the Marichal either, but neither one of these is going to fit. So far, none of these are going to fit, and I have that one. So, yeah, the Pirates are 82. 630, we already know is out. Buried the Bobby Bonds, but we'll go look at it anyway. 630. Yeah, a lot of the high numbers are just totally blank here. 608. 623, 24, 25, 27, 28, 29, 30. So big hole right there, not there. But none of those fit. Do we have any more? We do. We have kind of a mixed page here. So we got the Orlando Cepeda here. He's got creases. I know I don't have that card. I just know by looking at it, I don't have that card. It's probably a high number card. Let's see. I don't know, 385. But I don't recognize it, so I know I don't have it. Pretty sure I have that Walter Alston. Boog's got a crease, so he's out of there. I got the Maury Wills. He's creased. Now, here's one that I don't have, I don't think. Oh, look. This Greg Nettles rookie card, but it's the error card. It's got that little loop. Instead of having that black just come up around the logo here, the Team Twins, they made it go out over top. When they're supposed to stick to that circle there. That's extra. So let's, you can see here's the example would be the Pirates. See how the Pirates just comes up and goes right around. It doesn't loop. So that's a variation. They did correct it. I might have the corrected one. What number is that? 99. That's way back here. I may have the corrected one, but not the error one. Or the variation, we'll call it. 95, the bench. 99. So, I do have the error one. I do not have the corrected one. So I already got that one. It's not in the best of shape. So let's do the comparison. Oh, yeah, look, my note is here. It's got the black loop, but it's not in the best of shape. It's a miscut. It's got some wear on the front. What's the issues with this one here? I wonder. Oh yeah, it's got creases all through the top, so it's worse than mine. So this will just not do. This one needs to be replaced, but I got to replace it with something better. And I do not have the one that says no black loop. All right, so let's keep going. The Joe Morgan. It's got scuff here. Probably from bicycle spokes and some creases. Like I said, the Maury Wills got creases. Phil Nico's got creases. So they're not going to be any good to me to go into my binder. So I'm not even going to waste my time looking at them. But again, I knew in advance going into this that they were not going to be in the best of shape. So I'm not going to fault. I'm not going to fault the seller on that. He was a nice guy. His name was Chris. Nice dude. So I'm not going to bash him over anything. You know, he told me straight up front that they're not in the best of condition. And I get it. So let's go to my 70 binder real quick. 1970 binder. I know it says Hacky. For $2, I'm not going to worry about what it says on front right now. All right, so my 70 binder is pretty full. It's pretty full. I don't know how close I am to being complete. It says I only need 19 cards to complete this set. See if I get to add any today. Willie Stargell, I know I've got that Stargell somewhere. But what number is he? Oh, 470 and 425 is the bonds. I know I got the bonds. I know I got the Stargell. The bonds has a crease in it. The Stargell looks like it does not have a crease. It's got a little stain on the back. Some people can live with stains. I'm not a stain guy either, so. But we'll check them. All right. So they're all high numbers. And I get my binder up here. You guys can see them all with me. Only need 19. They're probably all high numbers too. Very hard to get the checklists that are not all checked off. You know what I mean? And these have variations. They have black bats. They have gray bats. You know, they have different variations even in the checklist. So we've got 4 pages, 5 pages, 6 pages, 7 pages, 8. All right, we're missing card number 67. That's a low number card. The ERA leaders. Looks like maybe the American League. American, National, American, National. Why are the ERA? We got RBIs. Oh, because they're on this page here. Okay. Batting, RBI, RBI. Home run. Reggie Jackson, Hank Aaron. Then we got ERAs for the National League ERA leaders. Okay. So 67. We're looking at some high numbers here. What are these all-star numbers? 461, 450, 463, 466. All higher than the 300. Plus I got another page over here. So let's grab this page and another half a page over there. I can tell you which ones I have, though. I can tell you just by looking at them. I got that one. I got that one. I got that one. Don't know about the Seaver. Pretty sure I got that one, but it doesn't look familiar, so maybe not. McGraw looks nice, but I don't think I have that. DeRocher looks nice. I have that one. I have that one. I have the Stargell. Probably have the bonds. The all-star ones are kind of iffy. I probably don't have him. The Brooks. Those are probably ones that I'm missing a lot of. So let's just go through the book. Be easier to go that way, I think. And the other page is Phillies, Kurt Flood, Lou Piniella, Hondo, Frank Howard. What up, Jay Thompson? How's it going? You're building it too? Yeah, so I just checked my note on the side of my binder, and it says I only need 19 more to finish this one. We already found out that I needed number 67. Right there, and I got, for the most part, I got little reminders in there too. And I'm going for like master sets. So if there's a variation in the checklist or whatever, sometimes they say large print, sometimes they say small print. Sometimes the guy has a red hat and a black hat. Sometimes the bat's brown. Sometimes the bat's gray. Sometimes the number, like number 170, might have Billy Williams. On this 170 might be Tom Hall. You know, so there are different variations like that. Sometimes the copyright might be on this side of the card on the back. Another variation might have the copyright on this side. So I try to be a master set builder. You know, you got a 67, yeah. It's a National League ERA leaders. Got me a red G right there. It's got a slight crease in it, so I mean that's technically missing the Harmon Killebrew. I don't think Killebrew was in the 70 set. Nope. No Killebrew. Killebrew was in the 69. Killebrew. So there's 2 low numbers anyway. Thurman Munson. Do not have the Munson rookie card. All right, so we got we got this World Series cards, right? And that is the Seaver wins the opener. I got it. So, and then we got where the World Series. Where's that one at? Mets whoop it up. That's number 310. Oh, we're in the 200. So there's more. Those are playoff cards. There's Nolan Ryan, by the way. If you guys didn't know that, there's Nolan Ryan. Tommy Agee. I think that's Wayne Garrett, and that might be Swoboda or someone, Boswell maybe. I'm not even a Mets fan, but I just recognize some of the faces. Teddy ball game there. Lefty. All right, so I know you guys can't see the bottom of the thing. Here we go. But so far we're only missing 2, and again we got more variations here on the thing. This one here you can see clearly the bat's invisible, so they call that the red bat, where this is the black bat or gray bat. Rod Carew. All right, here it is. Mets whoop it up, so I got that one, right? Martin's bunt ends the deadlock. Sweet Lou, there's the Pinella. So I got the Pinella. Again, this one's a red bat. That's a brown bat. I don't have the Clemente and I don't have the Amos Otis, but they weren't on this list. On these sleeves here. Tony Perez. That Yankees. I'm sorry, I'm a Yankee fan, so I get a chubby when I see a Yankee. Just the way it is. There's the Bonds, but we had the 69 Bonds, which was his rookie cup card or whatever you want to call it. Oh no, we had the Bonds there too. But we got it, so it's good. We're good. So, there's the Pop Startle around here somewhere. No more. Alright, so we need the McCovey, and McCovey was here. So the McCovey is here. Let's see if it meets my minimum criteria. It's got creases. So, no, it's got creases. You can see them right there, perfect reflection. You can see the marks right there on the card. Well, you can't see the card, but you can see the creases. So that's a no bueno. We need the Rod Carew, which isn't here. There's only these 4. So we move to the next page. Got all them there, including the Aaron, the Jackson, right? There's the Frank, and Frank is here, but he's clearly creased there. And Yaz. The Yaz is down. Right here's the Yaz, and we got him there. Again, that Yaz has got creases at the top. Juan Marichal. There he is right there. And obviously here, and it's got a big crease going that way. So, nope. No bueno. So those 4 are dead. Here's the Pop Stargell. So now we can put this sleeve to the side. Pop's Stargell is there. I got it though right there. So no real need to pull that one out, even though it's hard to see with this sleeve on, but I can pull them out of the sleeves. Then you might see the crease. Oh, that had another card. No, it didn't. Okay. But I had a card behind. I'm like, wait, what happened there? It just feels thick. Oh, this is when it's got the little stain on the back. You see, it's got a little stain. So, nope. Rounded corners, but like I said, I can live with softer corners, but not creases. So, Pop Stargel is out of it. So that takes care of that sleeve. Next, we've got to look for like Al Kaline. That's creased. Frank Howard. Frank Howard is 550. It's a high number. So let's continue looking. Donald Blumdahl. Hey, Don, how's it going? Let's see. You need to, yeah, I need to commentate too. Building a set with dark backs and light backs. Oh. Yeah, there are some light backs in here. I see what you're talking about, but I always attributed that to just age or being in a room where a smoker maybe been, because look at this one here and then look at this one right next to it. Clearly day and night there. Here's a nice white one. So I'm not sure if you're talking about this set or what. I need to replace my Thurman. Yeah, terrible shape. Well, at least you have one. I don't even have one. So, and it's not a cheap card. And if I would buy one, I would buy one graded. You know. All right. So, where were we at? Greetings, Boom, and all in the chat. Greetings, ready to go to my wife's cardiac rehab for today. All right. Yeah, Donald. Well, wish her good luck and hope everything is a-okay and you guys can proceed with the rest of your life worry-free. You know what I'm saying? Like, my wife's had cardiac problems her whole life, so we've been relatively lucky. You know, you're new to this thing, so you got a lot to deal with. So, quick recap for everybody. I'm always scouring Facebook Marketplace, and I saw that this guy had some cards up, older cards, 60s and stuff. So I'm like, all right, 70s up into 82. And I messaged him, and I was able to get it off him for $200. And he did tell me, though, all the 60s cards were really questionable shape. And I'm like, all right, don't worry about it. I'll look at it, and I'll determine for myself. And so going in, knowing that these were all not going to be in the best of shape. All right, so far, nothing is meeting my criteria to go into my binder for the few cards that I needed. And I need very few for this 70 set. So let's continue real quick. We want to get the 550 to check out the Frank Howard card. Again, here's two more checklists. One's a brown bat, one's a gray bat. There's Hondo. So I have a Hondo. So this Hondo doesn't look like it has any creases. It's clearly a very white back, but so is mine. This Hondo is, it's got little crease on this corner here. Got something going on there. And a little dimple. I call them dimples when you get a little impression on the top of the card. You can barely see it right there. Right before my shadow touches it, you can see the dimple. It stands out. So it's got a dimple. No creases though, right? That's important. All right. Let's check into the 300 was Tom Seaver. Well, if I went this far and I didn't notice Tom Seaver missing, I know I got the Tom Seaver, right? So let's just continue going through the binder. I'm not going to keep going back and forth because I got a lot of cards. Do not have the Pete Rose card, apparently. And it definitely wasn't in this mess. Do not have the Rusty Staub. And he's not in this mess. Again, 2 more checklists. Brown bat and a gray bat and a brown bat. Cubs, nice checklist or team card there, pretty nice. Maury Wills. The Don Sutton is down here, and I got him here, but this one's creased, so Sutton's out. Ernie Banks. No Ernie here, so Buddy Harrelson, he won't be here because these guys are pretty much Hall of Famers or, a special card. Angels rookies do not have. Bob Allison, he won't be here either. Nope. So there's 3 missing right there, and they're high numbers. Gary Nyman, I'm assuming, G. Nyman, 644. He's not going to be down there because he's more or less a common, but he's a high number common. 654 National League rookies, and 660 is Johnny Bench. So then Brooks Robinson, 664. I don't remember seeing Brooks here either, so that's a no bueno. And this Bob Tillman, I'm going to assume, 668. Matter of fact, his card is here, but it needs replacing. So let's see what's wrong with the one that I have here. Yeah, it's got a dimple. Got a dimple, and it's got a centering issue, but my main issue with this would be the dimple. It's got a dimple right by his shoulder. See it? Boom, right there. Right there, just off his shoulder. So it's got a dimple. It needs to be replaced. Ron Santo. I did see Ron Santo, but I don't think it was a 1970 set. Nope, not 1970. Ray Sadecki, Dalton Jones. So don't have either one of those. No Duffy Dyer. No Frank Robinson, and I don't think Frank was in the 70s either. No, sir. Jose Santiago, no. Seattle Pilots team, nope. And the Nolan Ryan, I do not have. No Lolich, no Cardinals rookies, no Rick Reinhardt. Says 21, replace 12. So I want to replace 12 cards in here somehow. But I may have already done. These weren't updated. But you can see I still needed a lot. At least 19. But nothing got used out of what I picked up today. So, nope. Nothing in my wife's first open heart surgery was already 87. Okay. With her, okay. Mitral valve. Okay. My wife's first open heart surgery was when she was 8 years old. So, she was born in 63, 71, 72, 63, 73, 71, 1971. Yeah. All right. So moving into the 1971 tops. The corner issues, but that's typical with the 71 tops. You're going to have that. I can tell you right now I have all 3 of those, so I don't have to worry about those. Checking them in my binder. Next is some more. Tony Oliva's got something going on there, some staining. Hard to see, but trust me, you got it right here on his uniform, and you got a big cloud right there of something. Juan Marichal just got some corner issues. Again, typical. This has got a crease right there. The World Series with Frank Robinson. Joe Torre. Same material. Might even be mold. I'm not sure. As on Billy Williams right here on his uni. See it? There's Brooks saving the day with a nice dive. That was a classic. Got a very small crease right there. Norm Cash, not a Hall of Famer, but he's probably in the Detroit Tigers Hall of Fame, I'm sure. Bob Gibson got a small crease right there. Norm Cash looks okay. Bobby Mercer, very nice, but again, corners, little whiting on the borders and corners. And all these cards are put in the sleeves upside down. Surprised they haven't fallen out. Concepcion, I got that one. I got Billy Martin, I got the Joe Morgan. Matter of fact, I have this Joe Morgan, and I had him TTM it. He signed it for me decades ago. Rest in peace, Joe Morgan. Rest in peace, Billy Martin. We go down the whole rest in peace thing, but we're not going to. Willie McCovey passed away. Jim Cott, new Hall of Famer. Ted Simmons. Bobby Valentine. Al Kaline. Gaylord Perry. A lot of these guys have been passed away now and are gone. Some of them are still here. Again, so this looks like mold. It's got to be mold on this card. Ferguson Jenkins. I'm sorry, I'm off screen. Ferguson Jenkins got the same stuff on it. It looks moldy. Exposure to moisture over time. Leo DeRocher. It looks like it's going to be a little bit higher number card. I know you got glare there. Sorry. The DeRocher, because although I recognize it, I don't recognize that image. You know what I'm saying? So let's look up the DeRocher. He is card 609, so it's a it's a high number, not a semi-high. 500s would be a semi-high. 71 tops. And I just happen to have the binder here. Of course. 71 tops. My notes are I need 138 to complete that. That again, all these numbers, I haven't updated them, so they're all subject to change. But we're going to look for the Leo DeRocher. Need 14 right off the bat. Reggie. And I can't see him, but there he is. Need 30. Card number 30. This one needs, it's creased, so it needs to be replaced. See my mark there? 40 I need. 45 I need. We need the Leo DeRocher 609. Let's check it out. Let's just jump to it. And big gap there, big hole. In the high fives. $601, $601, $602, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have them. So I have one. This is a very nice picture. It's nice and bright. Mine's dark and he's pink looking. But mine is better centered. This is almost miscut. So I'm keeping the one I've got. Roberto Clemente. Some more holes. Some more holes. More holes. More holes. More holes. Any other high numbers in here? 580, Tony Perez. I'm pretty sure I got everyone on here. The only one I had a question on was that one there. So that basically wipes out the don't have the Dusty Baker rookie card either. 709 Dusty Baker rookie card. And some of these need upgrading eventually, but putting it together is hard enough, let alone getting upgrades. And this last one is an Opeachy. different back. It's got a yellow back versus the green backs. Photos in the center versus up there in the corner. But this is 246, and if you look at his 246, see if it's the same card number. Usually the O-Pee-Chee made a smaller set, so you don't know. There it is. He's up there. So it is the same photo. Oops. Same photo. Just different backs. Green back versus the yellow or orange back. All right. So no updates to this one. We're not done yet, though. All right. So we got 72. Got some 72s here. Again, I can tell you I got those 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. I got all these. The Hank Aaron is got a small crease right there. It's not a crease. It's more like a bend. Catfish Hunter. So I got all of those. I can tell you that. My 72 set says I need 87 to complete it. I think it's less than that. Might just be. Oh, I'm sorry. It says. It says 87. It says 87. No, it's just 7 to complete this one. And I'm sure I have it. I'm sure I have them somewhere. I just got to find the box that I got them in because this was my starter set. This is the first one that I started collecting when I was a kid. The first one I really started focused on and went crazy on. The 71s, I worked collecting, but I was new into it and it just really didn't work out. Didn't have a lot of money until I started working, cutting grass, shoveling snow, saving my money, and then buying the cards later. So we know I got all those. The second page has the Joe Morgan, the Charlie Huff, the Lazinski, Killebrew, Frank Robinson, Toby Harrah. So what do we got in the 72s? I think I got them all. All I can do is look for the Joe Morgan because I don't think I have the Morgan traded. That's the problem. So what number is the Joe Morgan? 132. He's in the first series. The last card in series 1. And in case you guys don't know, in this set, there are variations with the Cubs. You see where it's got the green shadowing underneath? It's supposed to be yellow. So he's got green in the C. He got green in the S. There's yellow. It has green on the tops, but it's supposed to be yellow on the bottom. This has green on the bottoms. Just so you know, when you look at your Cubs, not all of them, but there's a good deal of them that are like that. So let's continue. So I got the Killebrew. It's down here. He's over here on this one. So don't need the Killebrew. That was card 51. Then Frank Robinson's card 100. Slide these up. Oh, slide it down so you guys can see more of at least somewhat all of the cards. There's the Frank Robinson. So I got him there. So not a thing. That's card 100. Need Toby Harrah's 104. Got him right there. So that takes care of that one there. 132, 112, and 132, and 198. So there's the Lazinski. Takes care of the Lazinski there. Again, see the Cubs and the Cub, yellow and green. After the Lazinski, which is 112, We need 132 and 198. There's the Joe Morgan. So I got my Joe Morgan. So I don't need that one. And then that was 198. And there's the Charlie Hough. Takes care of that Charlie Hough. So 72s, don't need them. But what 7 do I need? I think I need one of the Robinsons. Frank Robinson traded. I need Thurman Munson. No, Bobby Mercer in action. Checklist variations are large print, small print. So, and this is for you guys who are into this kind of thing. I look for these things. So you can see on this checklist here, the names don't go to the bottom. On the next checklist, they go right up to the bottom of that yellow line. So this is considered large print. This is considered the small print. And now you know. And no one's half the battle. All right. Let's just see which ones I do need on here. Gaylord Perry. And he wasn't nowhere on this sheet or that sheet. There's the Aaron in action. And Hank was over here. Trotting in. I already got him, so that's not a worry there. There's one of my Clementes is down here. You can barely see the top of his head. He's tossing the ball up. There's the Clemente in action, striking out or getting upset by the call. Here's a Cub that doesn't have a variation. Just straight up, just him. $378 need. So this one, the copyright has that star, that asterisk. Well, there's one that has a 6 point, I guess, because it says 378 need 5-pointed asterisk on copyright line. And if we look on this one here, it's got some kind of, I don't know, some kind of cross. If it'll focus. Come on, boys, focus. There you go. See what it looks like? Something, I don't know what that is. Some kind of ink splat. So it's not an asterisk where I need the 5-pointed asterisk one. And of course I didn't leave a spot for it because I found out about it late in the game. So now when I do get it, I'm going to have to move every one of these cards. 600 cards. Going to have to be shifted one spot. What are you going to do? It happens, right? Let's see. Johnny Bench in action. So I need the Johnny Bench in action, and it definitely wasn't here. So I need the bench in action. Get back up there. There's the Munson in action down here. So there's the where's the Munson at? Oh, he's up there. Sorry. Munson's there. Munson in action there. Where's the Mercer? Bobby Mercer must be in the next batch of inactions. Really nice Gil Hodges card right there. Cool looking card. Again, dual checklists. Small print, large print. Boyhood photos. Ted Williams. Cubs error card. So I need this guy with the green underneath. I don't have it. Pete Rose. Pete in action. All smiles up there. High leg kick. Juan Marichal down here. Again, 2 checklists. This is something different, not large print, small print. It's copyright on 2 different sides. So remember I said you get copyright on the back, that would be on this side, and the other one will be on that side. That's kind of the problem. Yes. One's on each side of the bottom of the backs. $6.99. Bobby Mercer, the regular card. I have the in action, so I need his regular card. I know I have it. I just don't know where. You know what I mean? Not on this list. Pat Corrales, in action card. Again, I know I have it. I just don't know where. Joe Morgan traded. I don't have that one there. I have the Frank. Rookies. That might be another. No, it's not Baker. There's Baker. Anyway, I got a rookies card there. I don't know who it is, but it's missing that one there. And I have one O-Pee-Chee here, slightly different colored backs, a little bit lighter. It's lighter versus the brownish, orangish, brownish, reddish, I don't know. One O-Pee-Chee there. So all the cards here, I can't use either. Set's almost complete. Almost complete. Let's move on to the next one. 73. All right, so 73, I've got the McCovey, the LK line creased. McCovey looks okay. Yaz, got some creasing down here on the bottom of the card. I've got all 3 of those, so I don't. What am I doing? I got the whole 73 sets complete, so I don't need any of those. I don't need any 73s. These are all just extras. This one looked like it got water damage on Yogi. Different. Hank's got a crease. Cobb looks like he's got scratched there. One of these guys got paper loss on the back. The Joe Morgan's got paper loss right there. I got all those. And I got all these because I have the complete 73 set. But there they are. 74 tops. 74 tops. I need 24 to complete that one. I got it, but I don't know the condition of it. Got it. These, I know I got them somewhere. I just don't know if they're condition-wise in the binder. So let's pull them out. Got the binder here. I have to move these. Just a little bit for now. Come on. Now I'm going to overheat my computer by sitting on top of there, trapping any air. Oh my God, there. All right, so 70. Yeah, so already 74. I got 2 holes right in the front because of the condition. I didn't want to put them in my binder. So let's see which ones they are. Maybe. So I got that one. I got that one. So this is the only different one, and it's trapped inside here. There it goes. Comes out the bottom. We'll check the condition. If I can get it out. I can't get it out. I have to cut it out. I've done that before. These pages, I'm not going to save them anyway, so cut them out. All right, let's see if I can push it out one side or the other, top or bottom. Not quite cut all the way through. There we go. All right, see if we can get it out. There she goes. Oh yeah, gotcha. All right, actually looks okay. No serious creasing or anything like that. I can live with the back the way it is for now. I can upgrade later. It does have a little waxing on the back, but I can live with it for now. And we can update later. 1, 2, 3, so it goes right here. We added 1. Yeah. Very nice. Center's not perfect. Corners are not perfect. As long as it's not creased, it's not marked on, we're good. I'm happy. We added 1 to this set. All right. Maybe that's a good sign. Maybe things are going to turn around. I know it's hard to complete a lot of my stuff because I've got so many cards. So it's hard to keep adding. By luck. We'll call this by luck. So, all right, moving on. This catfish definitely needs to be replaced, though. This catfish is miscut. Very bad. Yeah, number 7. I'm going to put this here so that we can know to replace that one. And this one's miscut too. So we'll look for replacements on some of these other ones. But we're good. For some reason, my Johnny Bench is not here. I probably have it somewhere, but his bench is going to be here. Let's see. He's not on that one. Rose and Morgan is. Why is no bench? Oh, we even got the Hank Aaron cards here. The number 1 card in the set is here. But I already got it. So no bench yet, and that's it for the 74s. So moving on, there's the Ryan. In this set, the Padres were talking about moving to Washington and becoming the Nationals, I guess, National League, and then they didn't. But Topps had printed up cards that said Washington National League on too. So you have both versions out there. And there's a few of them. No Palmer for some reason. This one is number 42. Don't know who 42 is. But it's probably a common. Looking on the back of these. Nope. No 42. Whoever he is, we need him. No, let it go. 50, Rod Carew. No Carew here either. There's another one that says National League. Fred Kendall, catcher for the Padres. Again, this guy here. Rich Trodson. Anyway. I got a hole here. Number 85. 85 looks like I have one here. That's 85 because 85 is a number that could be given to an okay player. 85 is Joe Morgan. So let's check out Tiny Joe Morgan's card here. See if we can add him to the binder. Now, I know I have some of these cards. Some of these cards I've taken and I put them in other boxes for Hall of Fame. But you know what? It's got some dimpling. But we're going to add it anyway. We'll leave the paper there because it will need upgrading. But there's a Joe Morgan. We'll put the Morgan in there. Next, card 95. Again, could be someone semi-important. Joe Morgan's pretty important. He was number 85. So is there a 95 here? 2, 5, 7, 55, 29, 1, 87, 61, and 100. So no 85. 102, Bill Grief. He's I'm missing the one that actually says his corrected card. I have the error though. And we're missing card 105. 100. Nope. Card 100. There's Pop Stargell right there he is, and we got him down here. But we don't need him. Moving on. Nate Colbert has the same thing with Padres and Washington. Reggie Jackson needs an upgrade. He's got some paper loss on the corners, some tape on him. Again, this guy with San Diego. Dave Hamilton's got the Padre one, and he's got that one. Who's after Arthur Gamble? 153. Don't have him. Not on here. 350, 201. 350 and 201. Missing that guy. 160. Nope. So I got 201 and 215 will be the next two cards. So this is 201 up here. And got it right there. Pete Rose, Rod Carew. We got it up there, so we don't need it. And what was the other one? 215. Al Kaline. Yeah, Al Kaline. Well, we got him, so we don't need him. Even the Padres team had Washington National League on it versus the Padres. So we're out of the 200s. We're looking for 300, 351, 300, 350, 351. Yep. 300, 350, 351. Okay, 250 is missing. That's the Willie McCovey with the Padres. And I have the variation. This one is severely miscut. I don't know why it's in there. definitely needs to be highlighted. That means replacing. But it's card number 258. That is weird. Missing 251. Nope, we're done with the 200s. I mean 300 and 351. 300, 350, 351. High 200s missing. All right, 300, Pete Rose. Got the Rose. Need them. Need this guy in the Washington National League version. $350 is, no, 338. Sorry, 338. Reggie. Got him. So don't need that one. Bob Gibson's 350. Got the Gibson. 351. Is this guy Bill Stoneman? Got 350. And that takes care of that whole sheet. 300, 351. Wait, 351. Yeah. So Dwight Evans, for some reason, he's not in my binder. So I will add this one because this one looks okay. If I can get it out without destroying it. There we go. Back's clean. Front's got small crease. But we'll put it in there for now. We'll leave the paper in there so that I know I need to upgrade it. There we go. All right. I need 604, and that'll be the last one on there. 604 is this one here, and I'm pretty sure I have that one there. It's the Lou Whitaker, oh no, Frank White rookie card. We're getting to them. Right there it is down here. And I got it. So, yep. That's that. The base set and then the traded set here. There you go. And then checklist cards. 74 were the red borders. 73 looked exactly the same, but with the blue border. 73 blue borders. Team checklist cards only came in rack packs, I believe. So if you see them, they're more rarer than you would think. And if they're unmarked, I would snatch them up. I've snatched up even marked ones for now, just to use as fillers. All right, that's that binder. Next is 75s. We're just going to go through. I don't know, drag out the binder, keep dragging out binders for you guys. But we'll drag out the cards. These are looking nice, nice. Richie Allen, brand new Hall of Famer there. Harmon Killebrew. Willie and Yogi. These cards are fairly pricey if you check them out. Mr. Greg Nettles. Hold on to that one. Here's Nolan Ryan and Steve Carlton. Hall of Famer Burt Blyleven. Hall of Famer Ferguson Jenkins. Hall of Famer Dave Winfield. It's got a crease on it. I don't know if that's his second or third year card there. Second year. Pudge. Got a Garvey here with a crease. Rick Roden, I guess, rookie card. Or Scotty McGregor. Oh, excuse me. Joe Morgan and Billy Williams. Hall of Famers galore. Palmer Hall of Famer, McCovey Hall of Famer, Perry Hall of Famer, Parker new Hall of Famer, Griffey Sr. not Hall of Famer. And then that's 75. 76 is Yaz. I don't have a whole bunch of 76s here, I don't think. Lefty, George Brett, Parker, I have more than I thought. Babe Ruth, Ty Cobb, Ted Williams, Diamond Munson, Seaver, Willie Randolph rookie card, or Jerry Royster, Guidry's rookie card, or Pat Zachary, Gary Maddox, Keith Hernandez, two non-Hall of Famers, Rice, Brock, Candyman's got a crease there, Garvey, Catfish, Brooksy, Pop Star Joel, Lyman Bostock, common as you get. Probably a rare first name though. Ferguson Jenkins. Let's keep these in their orders. There we go. These are 76s, so we've been through them. Continuing on. Manny, Winfield, Carew. These are what, 76s still. Okay. Yeah, they got the bat on the back. Carew, Morgan, ERA leaders. 3 Hall of Famers on there. Fisk, Palmer, Fingers, and Billy Williams. One more 76, Gaylord Perry. Then we're rolling the 77s up here. Record Breaker Brett, Record Breaker Ryan, Lefty, Garvey Bench, Thurman, Carter, and Perry. A lot of Hall of Famers there. McCovey, Perry, Morgan, Brett Brothers, Turnback Yaz, Willie Randolph, Dewey Evans, Foster, strikeout leaders Ryan and Seaver, 2 power pitchers for sure. Tommy John surgery, Gary Templeton, Johnny Wathan, Sutton, Stargell, rookie, Dennis Martinez, Parker, Necro, and Rolly Fingers with his handlebar mustache. All right, then we got into some 78s and 79s. Only 2 79s. Yaz and Lefty. We got an 81, no 1980 tops in this lot. But the 78s, Parker, Stargell, Concepcion, Booney, Morgan, and Jenkins. And then we roll into more 81s with the Ricky Henderson, stolen base leaders, Andre Dawson, Palmer, Perry, Pete, flip this baby over. Harold Baines rookie card, Winfield, Brett, Fingers, Yaz, Gibson, Pete, and Ozzie. Stargell and Hernandez. They shared co-MVPs in, was it 81? I forget. 80? 79? Something like that. They were co-MVPs for the National League. Probably the first and only time that's ever happened. Eddie Murray. Some commons. Dale Murphy. I've been selling a lot of his 1979 tops. Gary Carter. Flip it. Mike Schmidt. And Pirates. There's Rock Rain's rookie card. Then we go into 82s. Schmidt. Ryan. George Bell. Dave Stewart rookie card. And Ricky Henderson. Third year card. More 82s. Yaz. Murphy. Rest in peace, Fernando. Andre Dawson. Winfield. I got that card autographed by Dave. Carlton. Yout. Ragetti. Then a bunch of rookie cards. Herbeck. Steve Sachs. Phone. Pete Rose playing first base. Eddie Murray. Lee Smith. Rod Carew. More. This is all falling apart here. I got Fisk, Gibson, Brett, Seaver, who has variations on his 82, along with George Brett's All-Star card. The All-Star cards in this set are not signed with the facsimile, but George Foster's is, so that's a variation on the All-Star card of his. And the Seaver has a typo on the back. Typo being I don't remember, but it's got a typo on the back somewhere. So I believe it's this 82 Seaver. Just gonna leave them out. Got them out. Sutton and Smith. And this is sitting up here. Just begging me to pull it out and save it. Save its life. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. Get out of there now. There we go. There we go. All right, we saved the bench from certain disaster. Ricky and the Rock there. Not the Rock. Rock Reigns. All right. We've got some 82s. Hodgepodge now. These are Phillies, apparently. So I'll let you look at them. We got Schmitz, lefties, Dick Allen, 76. Got a 69 Jim Fregosi, 71 Fregosi, 70 Tony Taylor, 71 Tony Taylor. You've got some more, mostly Phillies. Boa. It's got paper loss, maybe. I don't know. Or it's an ink blotch. Don't know. Is it an ink thing? Yeah, it's an ink thing. I know something stuck on him. Something stuck on him. I don't think it's an ink thing, but something got stuck on him. And got Manny Sangan there. But you guys didn't know Manny played for Athletics. Here's Manny again on his 74 tops. 75 Boa. Manny celebrating the 72 World Series. McGraw. Manny, Fisk, and Tim Raines. Last one. More Phillies. More guys who played for the Phillies, like Don Money was a Philly. Manny Sangan was never a Philly, but I don't know why he's there. And then we've got some 59 tops here. Valmy Thomas, Vic Wertz, Whitey Lockman, Frank Bowling, and some Phillies, Gary Maddox, when he came over from the Giants. That's it with those guys. And then one thing that he gave me was a box of non-sports cards for free. Just threw them in there. So let's rip through these real quick. There's some King Kong, the movie cards. They look a little rough around the edges. A Kiss card with a crease in it. Here's a Wacky Package card. Stinker toy. Another Kiss card. Another Kiss card. Donkey Kong card that was rubbed off, looks like. Here's one that's half rubbed off. Here's one that's all the way rubbed off. Here's partially rubbed off. Some grease cards. Kong the movie, King Kong. Another Wacky Packages. Progresso raw clammy sauce. Wacky Packages. Don't know what this is. It's Power Slide. It's a skateboarding card with some Nick Leonard on the back. Another Kiss card. Another Kiss. Another Kiss. More grease. Grease thing you can handle. King Kong. Welcome Back Cotter. Moonraker. There's more Moonrakers. I'll put it in there. Grease. Moving like grease lightning. There's what you call bring it down, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down, so you guys can see the cards better maybe. Olivia Newton-John. Kiss, Kiss, Kiss. That's Horse. No, who's that? Epstein. That's Epstein from Welcome Back, Kotter. This is John Travolta playing Vinnie Barbarino. That's Epstein. That's Washington. Used to watch that show. Here's Mr. Kotter. Mr. Kotter. King Kong. King Kong giving her the finger. King Kong yelling at her. Superman card, all creased up though. Grease. King Kong. King Kong fighting the snake. King Kong. King Kong. King Kong. Charlie's Angels. I'd throw you a kiss, but it's been a hard day. Okay, Vinny. Vinnie Barbarino. Some more Charlie's Angel cards. Jaws. One of the Jaws ones. 3D. Hence the 3D shark. Jaws 3D. But that's 3D if you had 3D glasses, which I do have someone somewhere. How about some cards that I've never seen? These Magnum PI. Never seen a Magnum PI, but here they are. Magnum PI. Watch the show, though. Magnum PIs. I'm sorry. Oh, and that ends the Magnum PIs for now. There's the back, some puzzle pieces, some not. Here's a little sticker transfer. CBGBs, picture taker, sunbeam. Yeah, come out of bread. Let's pull these things out of bread. Bread used to come with little things in too. Here's another Donkey Kong thing, all rubbed off. Donkey Kongs. Here's Olympic. The 13th Olympic Winter Games, Lake Placid, 1980. Yeah, 13th. 1980, Lake Placid. Kellogg's Olympic sticker trading cards, ski jumping. So it's a sticker too, I guess. Some more Magnum PIs. Moonraker. That's a James Bond movie called Moonraker, where Jaws falls in love. Here's a bunch of Charlie's Angels. Looks like more Charlie's Angels. So a bunch of Charlie's Angels right there. Whole big stackaroo. I'll put them there, I reckon. Put them there. Add these to them. And we found another panini. Motorsports. Johnny Cicado, Yamaha rider. Motorsports figurine Panini. Calzone, made in Italy by Edroziani Panini. SPA Modena. Whatever. Panini Italiano. There we go. Put that there. And that's it, guys. This is the box. She is empty. And that's it, guys, for this live stream. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give the thumbs up, like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Low roll scratcher. You heard stamp going up again in July. It will be 78 cents. Wow. Crazy. Guess that means my shipping's going to go up my channel. Yeah, well, maybe you should tell the wife to stock up on some now for our own personal use here at the house, not for eBay. eBay will just, use eBay shipping because they give you tracking. No Pokemon cards now, sorry. No to Pokemon. Jason Bender put the key question is, do you have an 87 Topps baseball card of Pete Rose manager card? The internet says that varies anywhere from $4 to $2,000. That was his last year. The 87 Topps, yeah, I probably got 100 of them. It's not a rare card, so the internet, eBay, whatever, those prices are like flea market prices. You can find them all over the place. Like price-wise, you know. There you go, guys. Now you get to see my ugly mug while we do the sign off. And we'll be doing more stuff. Don't know if it'll just be videos or just live stream, but I got stuff here I want to open up. These were $9 $10 a box. Some 2021 wild card football. We got 2 boxes, 2 hanger boxes of those. And that was, you know, $9.98 each, so $10 each. Monopoly women's basketball. I want to open that up. And then I picked this up, Chrome Garbage Pail Kids for $20 for this blaster. So I want to open them up and try my luck on them. It's just stuff that's going to go into my store. Alrighty. If I have them, yeah, I do have some, and I've already have some listed in my store, but they're the newer McDonald's ones that I got and opened up some of my grandkids, and I took their doubles to put in my store because I'm not going to take care of them anyway. But I gave them all the nice shiny ones and all that good stuff, and I have more to open up. I got them somewhere around here. Boxes of them, yeah, that I got from McDonald's if I want to open them up. But what I've been doing with them is saving them for my grandkids. They like them. Just gonna wait years down the road. I did pick these up off of eBay. So this is like a 2022 and a 2024 booster packs of Pokemon, you know, trick or trade Pokemon cards. My grandkids are coming over towards the end of this month or next month, and they're spending 4 days with us, a long weekend, and we're gonna have fun opening these up during that time, along with playing with games and stuff like that. So, yep. So, guys, that's it. I'm going to go see what the wife is going to be cooking up for dinner tonight. I know it's a little early yet, but been busy all day, so. Yeah, for $1 each? I could, but people sell them like this. You know, you get 40 packs for like $30 shipped. So why would someone buy just a pack for $1? It doesn't make sense. And same with this one here. This was like $35 plus shipping, but there's 120 packs here. You know, so that was $43, and this was like, you know, $40 for 40 packs. I did buy these Star Wars Uno, and I opened up one pack and put them in my store to see if they would sell. Basically just have images of you know, Star Wars characters on them, but they're the Uno cards, and I kept this one here, so we'll open this up and we'll play Uno with my grandkids when they come over for those 4 days. I gotta look for stuff to entertain my grandkids with, you know. Now we did have this Jaws 3D card, right? Let's see. $3D glasses. Let's see what we can see. I spy with my eye. Anything's open. These came with Upper Deck basketball, 3D basketball cards. that I bought, way back in the day. Matter of fact, here's a small stack of basketball cards that have that 3D effect. They look like the print registrations out of whack on them, but that's to give you, when you look through the 3D glasses, how everything is going to look three-dimensional to you then when you look through them with the glasses on. But none of these are open. These glasses are not opened. One of them was opened. None are opened. Don't want to open up one now because I can just sell them on my store. So I'm going to buy these just because they're an item that probably you're not going to see a lot of. I wanted to see how this Jaws card looked with the glasses on, because it's got that three-dimensional print. It's Jaws 3D. Why wouldn't it, right? All right, guys, that's going to be it. I'm not going to go live again tonight. No, that'll be another day. I won't be going live tonight. Not twice in one day. I've got other things to do. I got to manage my store. I have some sales that came through while I was doing this. Let's see. So I do. Here you go. This is one of the sales that just came through. 91 Topps Jeff Hostetler. It's a football card. Sold for $1.79. And there you go. Already paid for. Sales tax was 14 cents. Right? So total was $1.93. And not counting shipping, so I got to tack on shipping, minus 69 cents out of that, and that's my profit. So I got to pay. I'm paying the shipping. So they don't count that I don't count that in the price of the card. I just subtract it on my own as, when I look to buy something, I want free shipping too. Why not? So you kind of bake the price in a little bit. You make it up a little bit, instead of like instead of $1.69, I made it $1.79. So I got an extra 10 cents to put in my pocket on top of the other, whatever the profit was. But that's how it works. Now you guys can see that you don't make a whole lot of money, because if you paid you paid 50 cents for the card, then you got to bake that in too, so you got to buy your cards cheap and sell them cheap. So they buy, people can buy them and make it attractive. But out of $1.25 earnings, I still have to take 69 cents out of that. Then you got to take out the price of the card. Did I pay a dime for the card? Okay, then then it's 79 cents. I got to take out of the price of that $1.25, and then that's my profit. That I turn around, and then I got to buy supplies. So you got to sell a large volume of cards just to cover all your supplies. Supplies aren't cheap. Price of plastic's going up, so I put them in these card savers. Put them in card savers and send them out instead of top loaders. But your card savers are expensive. Envelopes, you got to buy the envelopes. Painter's tape, you got to tape them in with painter's tape. You got to buy that. So at the end, are you making any money? Shh. Not too loud. I don't want the wife to hear it. Maybe not. But then those are the low end cards. But then maybe you sell a $100 card and then you make some money that helps offset the lower end cards. I don't have a lot of high end cards yet to put in, but I try not to spend a lot for my cards. Trump tariff makes supply getting expensive soon. Yeah, I know. I gotta. No, not yet. I'm busy with my store. If anything, I would probably just set up at a flea market. But I did talk to Jeff Airtime about, setting up one time at a card show. But yeah, that cuts into your weekend, and he likes doing other things, especially in the summertime. That's why he doesn't do videos anymore or anything like that. He does other things outside of YouTube now that is family oriented, and you can't blame the guy, right? So anyway, that's going to be it. I'm going to have to go in and check my store and see what all sold while I was live streaming. Besides the Hofstetler, I think I had a couple. Hofstetter. I think I had a couple more. So let me see. Oh, no. Hit the refresh. Nope, just a Hofstetter sold. Okay. Well, there you go. Only one card sold. But if my mail didn't come yet, then I can get it up and get it out and get it on its way to its new home, its new collection, whatever. All right, guys. So that's going to be it. Thanks, everyone. Peace out. We'll see you guys in the next one. I'm also working on a collaboration with Donald Blumdahl. So he and I will be doing maybe once a week thing as well. Just talking cards or whatever we're going to do. Going through Hall of Fame cards or whatever. Like, I got this one, you have this one, whatever. Whatever we decide to do, we'll figure it out. But first we got to figure it out, So, but, I just figured do something else too, besides just go on every once in a while. You can do a weekly thing and get you guys, to come out more weekly, because I do get requests. People want to see more stuff, more YouTube stuff. So there we go. And there is a trend where a lot of less and less people are doing YouTube stuff anymore that are the regular YouTubers. Now they do it once a week instead of all the time. Anyway, peace, guys. We'll see you guys in the next one. All right. Have a great weekend. It's Friday, right? Tomorrow I got to go up to the Poconos. My in-laws are having their 50th wedding anniversary, so I'll be busy tomorrow all day doing that. And then Sunday will be my day again. It's all good. All good in the hood. They did want to stop. There was a person up home that had stuff they were selling, cards. I still want to try to contact them, but my wife thinks I'm going to be busy all day. I don't know. I should contact them right now. I will as soon as I get off of here. All right, guys. Peace. I'm going to do that right now. See you later, guys. Oops. Go down. There you go.